Body tracers are back. Here are 5 body tracing tricks that you may not have even thought of that way. Drex here from DrexFactor.com, and I'm here to drill down 5 more body tracers that you should know. Wait, didn't I already do 5 body tracers you should know? Yes, I did, but as it turns out, there are more body tracers to be found in the poi world that I wanted to share with you. Even better, many of these tricks are beginner or intermediate level. Some of them you may already know. Before we dive in, of course, I just wanted to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these amazing companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by following the links down in the description of this video. So body tracers are by far one of the most popular types of poi tricks out there, and it's not hard to see why. Body tracers happen when we move our hand in poi along a line of the body, with the poi passing back and forth behind and in front of us. They help to define a relationship between our poi and our bodies, as well as spicing up many tricks by giving them additional depth or movement. And the thing is, you may already know several tricks that you didn't even realize were body tracers. And that's where this video comes in. You see, even before we learn many more advanced body tracers, it's pretty likely that we've encountered at least a couple tricks that meet this definition. Looking at them through this lens can help to make other body tracers seem a little bit less intimidating. And of course, it always means that you can really exaggerate many of the qualities of those tricks to really bring out their body tracing qualities. So with that groundwork laid, let's take a look at 5 body tracers that you may already know. Number 5, tuck turns. I know, right? This is one of those tricks that we learned so early on that many of us take it for granted, but it totally fits the definition of a body tracer I outlined earlier in this video. We're moving our hands up and down a vertical line of the body while the poi are passing behind and in front of us. You might have learned your first body tracer only a few weeks into spinning. Who knew? If you haven't learned these tricks yet, and you would like to, you should definitely check out the Beginner Poi series that I did several years ago. I'll link to it in the description and up in the cards. Suffice it to say that these are a pretty logical extension of real turns. Of course, knowing that these count as body tracers, you can always trick them out a little to make this relationship more clear. Maybe keeping your hands touching your sides as they go up or down your body, or even when they're doing both. Play around with these. I think you'll find that they have more potential than you might think. Number 4, archer weaves. So I stuck the archer weave fountain in my other top 5 body tracers video, but I think the archer weave itself definitely merits some discussion too. When someone first tried to break down for me just what an archer weave was, I could not for the life of me understand how to get there from a traditional weave. It took a lot of work to wrap my mind around the fact that you could perform a weave with the other hand in the way. I actually just recently did an entire video taking you through this process that I'll link to in the cards and the description. Suffice it to say that I think it's a really important piece of knowledge to have as you get more into intermediate and advanced poi spinning. Why is that? Well, because it helps you start to realize that as you move the poi back and forth across your body, it creates safe areas that the poi don't pass through. That's a really useful tool, not just for body tracing, but also when it comes to moving with the prop in a dancier kind of fashion. Archer weaves are a great first step in learning this very critical piece of information. And let's face it, they look super cool. With only a couple minor tweaks, you've taken a move that everyone knows and loves and created something that looks almost completely different out of it. Want even more of a challenge? Try doing it with the poi in opposites instead. Seems crazy, but you'll find that it's not that much different from what you already know. Number 3, pulse weaves. Pulse weaves are kind of a bizarre point of interest that had a very brief moment in the sun nearly a decade ago. Alien John carved out a vocabulary around these tricks, which essentially involve inserting linear isolations into a regular 3-beat weave. Much like an archer weave, you can also learn this as both a forward and reverse weave and turn it into a fountain that goes all the way around your body. Pretty cool, yeah? I've also got to admit that one of the things that I really like about pulse weaves is that they're fantastic for accenting music. If you've got a song with a good beat to it, pulse weaves are a great way for hitting all those beats and making sure that they pop for your audience. Super cool. Number 2, meltdowns. Wait, what? Meltdowns? Those weird behind the back tricks that Zan did back in the day? Yes, those actually totally count as body tracers. It's helpful here to realize that your hands are tracing a line that doesn't go up, down, or across your body here, but around the midsection of it. Nobody said that body tracers had to follow a straight line. The poi still switches back and forth across the body, so yeah, these definitely count. I'll also admit that I'm really partial to them because they were among the first tech poi tricks that I learned back in the day. They have a kind of goofy poi bro vibe to them that I still find really endearing, even to this day. That and man, you know you've got your behind the back planes under control when you can do these tricks. The way they constantly shift back and forth will really keep you on your toes. See how your planes measure up. Number 1. Folding lines. Are you kidding me? Okay, I bought tuck turns and I'll even give you meltdowns, but folding lines? Really? Yes, and I'll tell you why. Folding lines didn't connect for me until one day I had a really critical insight. They are body tracers where you're not actually holding the handle. Think of it this way. As the poi rolls back and forth along your forearm, the tether has to do a beat both behind and in front of your body, whether you're folding in or folding out. This is clear as day when you see the trick performed from the side. Notice how the tether and handle pass back and forth? It looks exactly the same as when you're performing a snake around your arm. The only difference is that it's the handle instead of the head that's spinning around you. And I'm not gonna lie, knowing this fact is incredibly helpful in learning a folding line. Yes, it's helpful to know your forearm rolls for contact poi, but this other piece of info is going to help you know where the tether needs to go as the head is rolling back and forth across your body. But doesn't that mean that there are other contact poi moves that probably count as body tracers too? Why yes. Yes it does. Get those gears turning and see if they help you find anything new. So those were my picks for 5 more body tracers that you should know. What are some of your favorites? Did I leave any out? Leave me a comment and let me know. Did you dig these poi that I'm using in this video? These are Spinoptic poi from Lanternsmith. Use my code DrexFactor with a 0 instead of an O to get a discount on your own set at lanternsmith.com. Also, please make sure to subscribe and ring that bell because otherwise you might not know when I upload a new video. YouTube changes its algorithm constantly, and clicking that notification bell is the only way to guarantee that you'll get to see my new videos when they're uploaded. And of course, a big thank you to all of my wonderful supporters on Patreon. They make this video and all the videos on my channel possible. If you'd like to support the work that I do, please head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and sign up. You get a vote in which video topics I tackle, as well as great exclusive content, plus tons of other rewards. Thanks so much in advance.